Hey, so it's another Friday fodder, and here's what I was thinking about today. Have you ever read the Bible? And I know that maybe not everybody that's watching this is a follower of Jesus, but I am. So I love the Bible. Have you ever read the Bible and read a verse that just stopped you in your tracks? If you have, maybe share that in the comments below. Tell me about what it was you read. I'm going to share with you what I read, and I'm going to just ask you, how do you do with prayer? If we had to describe our prayer life, what word would we use? Here's what I read this week. Psalm 109, the first three verses. David writes this: "O God, whom I praise, do not remain silent. For wicked and deceitful men have opened their mouths against me. They have spoken against me with lying tongues. With words of hatred, they surround me. They attack me without cause. In return for my friendship, they accuse me, but I am a man of prayer." That, y'all, stopped me in my tracks. Like, I thought, how would I respond to people that were accusing me, that were slandering me, that were saying things about me that weren't true, people that were attacking me? How would I respond to those attacks? I don't know that I would respond the way that David did. He said, "But I am a man of prayer." In other words, none of that affects my identity because I'm a man of prayer, not a man who prays, but a man of prayer, which made me think about Malcolm Gladwell, right? He says that if you want to master something, you need to put in 10,000 hours of intensive practice of that skill. 10,000 hours of focused prayer would make me a man of prayer. And do you know that the average Christian who prays spends 15 minutes a day in prayer? 15 minutes a day. And so if you take 15 minutes of prayer a day, how long do you think it would take you to achieve 10,000 hours of prayer? Well, I got out my calculator and I actually did the figure in for you, and it's just under 110 years, y'all. 110 years to become a man of prayer. That when people bump up against you, attack you, what would come out is whatever God would say to you in that place of prayer. So, number one, drop a comment and tell me what verses stand out to you. What's the last verse you read that just made you go, whoa? And then two, how do you think you would say you are doing in the area of prayer? Is prayer something that actually helps you? And I'll just drop this as well. In the last week or so, I read a study that found that 12 minutes a day in prayer, 12 minutes a day, significantly reduces anxiety, depression, stress, and even PTSD. So it's not like we have to go like do hours and hours of prayer every day for prayer to have an effect. This is more a question of, am I doing the things in the secret place with the Lord so that it becomes a part of who I am? Not just some practice that I do, but it's actually who I am. I am a man of prayer, not just a man who prays. And so, hey, I don't know, it's just something to think about on a Friday as another edition of Friday Fodder. I hope you have a fantastic weekend.